This week, I fired a client, and boy, it felt good. I'm learning to thrive in the gig economy. Would you like to learn too? A lot of these messages that I've done talk about the drawbacks of being an entrepreneur, drawback of being a freelancer. But I'll tell you, this week, I found out one of the best things possible about being your own boss is I had a client, and I took her on a number of months ago, and from the beginning she was a little bit of trouble because she'd written a memoir and she wanted me to help her write a query letter, a biography about her, and things like that about the book that she could show to potential agents to try to get an agent be interested in the book and then get the book published. Well, that's fine. I was willing to do that, and I was willing to work with her on that. Except she gave me one provision. She was paranoid. She thought I'd steal her ideas, steal the memoir, and publish it. Now, I wasn't going to steal somebody's memoir, especially in her case, because it was very specific. She's a particular person from a particular country, and she was writing about growing up in that country back in the 1960s. It's not going to work if I steal her memoir and pretend it's me. And she said, well, yeah, but you could turn it into some action story or something. Possibly, but I'm not going to do that. I don't care. No, I'm not going to steal somebody's memoir. It doesn't make any sense. But I was willing to work with her, and I was doing some work. And it came time to write the synopsis of the book. And I told her straight out, I said, I cannot write a synopsis of a book I haven't read. And she didn't want me to read it because she was afraid I was going to steal the story. So we went back and forth a few times. And I said, okay, look, the best I can do is write a general synopsis based on what you've told me and what your biography is. And then what you're going to have to do is go into the synopsis, and you're going to have to write the specific details that you don't want me to know about. She said, fine, do that. Send her the synopsis. Then I sent her the invoice. She called me up and she said, I'm not going to pay you. I said, well, why not? She said, because what you sent me wasn't usable on that form. I had to put in all the details myself. And I said, but that's exactly what I told you. I told you there was no way I was going to write a detailed synopsis because you wouldn't give me the details. So of course there's no details in the synopsis. Well, she said, I'm not going to pay you. I had to do most of it myself. And I got disgusted. But this is the good part about being the boss. I said, you know what? Tell you what. Forget about what we agreed on. Send me whatever amount you want that you think it's worth to your time. And then, God bless. Good luck with what you're doing. Find somebody else to work with. And she said, well, you're still going to work on my other parts of the project, right? I said, no. I said, you'd have to be crazy to work with somebody after they've refused to pay you for doing the work that you told them you were going to do. I said, I'd be crazy to do it. No, I'm not going to work with you again. We got off the phone. She sent me the money. She sent me the full payment the next day with a message. When can we talk about doing the next project? And I thought, there's no chance. No chance at all. The aggravation just isn't worth the money. Now, granted, some people, look, you're a freelancer, you're starting out, you might have to put up with somebody like that. But I'm in a position where I could say to her, no, I'm sorry, I'm just not going to work with you anymore. Sorry, bye, and be done with it. And that really was such a relief. Because, when you're working in the corporate world, sometimes you get stuck with a boss, you get stuck with a coworker, you get stuck with a customer that you're stuck with, and you can't do anything about because, God, they're driving you crazy. But in this case, I'm a freelancer, and you know what? I just said, I'm not going to do it. And not worth my time, not worth my aggravation. Doesn't matter how much you'd pay me. And I thought, boy, that's such a good feeling when you're an entrepreneur and you're on your boss and you can say, no, I don't want it. I don't want to deal with you. Have you been in that situation? How do you feel when you were able to say, no, I don't want to work with you anymore? Did that work out for you in the long run? I'd like to know. And if you don't think that's the best part about being your own boss, tell me what you think is. And also, please, like, share this video. YouTube really would like to see how many subscribers I get, so please hit the subscribe button. Until next week, take care.